Making a game on the scale of Halo takes hundreds of people with different skills, a singular vision, and time. Lots of time. But before a game reaches store shelves, the team must create thousands of assets that are tracked in 2-week deadlines we call sprints. 343 Industries invites you to join us on our journey, creating Halo 5 Guardians from the ground up, one painting, sound, and line of code at a time. This is The Sprint.
Currently, right now, we're working with design for the Midship Remix.
The initial intent is reusability, but if we change the whole thing drastically, how much reusability can we have between these levels?
So we got a lot done in a month.
Roof is just eroded. It is gone.
But we still have all this left, but I think we'll get there.
I think the funny part is this is about the same time as one of our playtests in the morning, so. Yeah.
But we are playtesting right now.
It's just a real playtest.
This is just for real.
It's live playtesting, yeah.
It's a Friday, we just finished our sprint. You know, we're taking a nice break. We had a bunch of milestones in the past month, and this is kind of a good way for the team to kind of bond and, you know, do something outside together. We had people playing the game for the first time and seeing how they like it, and, you know, gathering the things that they like, things they don't like, and then responding to that feedback.
You guys ready?
So we pushed to have this thing playable for people. We hit that milestone, and now this is our way of letting off some steam after a lot of hard work.
So I played like a ton of paintball growing up, and speedball was just sort of like the ultimate competitive, evenly balanced 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 sport. When we were looking at building a new mode for Halo, we really wanted something completely different. We have our paintball court here set up to be sort of like Crossfire, our new breakout map. So we have our multiplayer team over there, we have pro team, we have Officer Lemon. We're trying to get a good feel moving from cover to cover, getting lots of team communication. Also just to shoot each other, that's a big deal too. Focus on your breakout too, because that's what we're gonna try to illustrate. Like right at the beginning, we're all gonna stand up, line up in our starting gate, and then each of you talk over where you're gonna go, and then we break out into our cover pieces. So that's the big emphasis on this one. I want everyone to get a feel for that so we understand that. Wait, which are you on now?
Break up! Break up!
No, he's not. He's not there. You're lying.
Go on and get that DMR. Bottom middle. Oh!
Give it to him.
Oh!
Nah, man.
Who was that?
That was playing.
Dang, dude, I thought you had that.
Let's go. 4-3. Face of elimination.
Watch that DMR left. Back middle.
3-on-2.
There he is.
3-on-2.
We can get that back middle.
Obviously, we're like 5 months from beta, so game's still very much in development, very much lots of bugs you're gonna see today. Things are still rough and getting polished and tweaked, but we wanted to get your input and your feedback as early as possible so that we can obviously take it into account in the time that we have left.
All right, so let's sit down and form some teams. Let's do it. Thanks, guys. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna play a new mode, all right? So if you guys looked at the beta trailer, you guys remember that? So this is that mode that we're going to play. It's right now we're calling it Breakout, and there's some different rules in here. It's round-based, and it's basically kill the other team, and you have 1 life.
I've never got to come here and play Halo ever early, so this is a new experience, and I'm excited. I'm so excited right now. Heart's just going.
Don't mind the UI. It's all obvious. We don't touch UI until last.
You might criticize everything quick.
Criticize it all day, dude. All day. I'm gonna be teabagging you, dude.
Hashtag time for you guys to get wrecked.
I've waited my whole life for this, so I don't mind waiting. As soon as it pops up. Oh, it's here. It's here. It's arrived. All right, so let's load out.
Kill everyone! I'll lead the charge, team.
Whoops, I wanted that. Way back left. One shot.
Anyone on our right, or are we clear? We're going behind this round thing. This big round. Move it.
Breakout's different than other Halo modes because it's got one life. It's the biggest thing, and there's no respawns.
Oh, I see him. You see him stick out a little bit more. Ghost is targeting us. Where'd he come from? Hey, but Chach.
It's really fast-paced, and you have to win round after round in order to actually win the game. You take less shots to kill, so it adds a lot more pressure when you're like out in the open because you think you're gonna be able to die a lot faster.
Adrian, surrender. Right?
So it's this really like high-intensity experience where you're like kind of running between cover, and then if you get shot once and you die, your team's down a guy for the rest of the match until you respawn the next round.
Yeah, that's good stuff out there. Getting wrecked. Shot in the face.
I'm good.
This is the damage from last round. I don't know where that came from. I'm pretty sure it was Lemon. Was that you?
Yes!
Yeah, right there,
yes,
buddy.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm like, get that out! Get the fuck out! Kevin ran around. I was like, get out, Kevin! Those are some nice shots. You got me in the league. Yeah.
Just like the game, we're doing first team to 5 round wins. Takes down the match. 1-1 pro team in design.
Do I get hit?
Yeah, sprint. Oh, we do have sprint. Let's go. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh my god. That's sick. I did not know you could zoom in like that. You can zoom in. Trigger? Yeah.
Yo!
Middle, back middle.
Get that one to the left. Don't make that one to the left.
Middle, shoot that.
Weapon right here, right?
Back left right now. Weak. Nice shot. Nice work.
Round 2.
Yeah, this looks like a speedball, man.
All right, red team leads 3-2.
It's like literally what it's called. That's unbelievable.
Down.
He's on their DMR.
DMR.
On me.
He's charging him back left. Way back left. One shot. Yeah, wait a minute 30.
Oh.
Where's this last guy?
I think we won. How's this gonna unfold? Nice.
Joe,
One shot. Can't quite do it, teammates. One shot, red team. Can't do it. I think they're done, Mike. I think that's all of them. Do you guys have the option if like you have really stacked teams like this where you can give the other team 2 lives or something? Or
No, man. Balance it out. One team's better than the other team, they win, right?
Enemy team facing elimination. Round 6.
All right, this is it. Final round.
Left side.
2 guys back left.
Watch out on me on left side.
Back left, DMR now. Both. They're both there. Watch out.
Hail.
No. DMR, one shot. I know someone else killed me. Still suck.
It's not looking good, Red. You're down.
There you go. Watch your back left.
1v1. 1v1.
Win it. 1v1. Hey. It's like that.
Dude. 5-1?
That's quick.
Pure domination right there. That's quick.
Wow.
Is there any other maps for this?
There are. But not in this build. We're only going to play this one.
What was the name of that map?
Crossfire.
Crossfire.
There were some issues though.
Really?
Yes, there were.
Uh-huh.
Obviously.
You know I love you. I'm playing with you.
I'm here to agitate.
Yeah, that's good. So, opinions.
Incredible. Having the consecutive rounds going one right after the other just makes it fast gameplay. If you lose, it's like, oh, whatever, we got another round going right after that. I can play that for a long time, definitely.
Cool.
I don't see the map being viable in the long term, like having much longevity.
The map or the mode?
The map. The map itself, I just think that, you know, we've only played that a few times, but you already saw it break down into a couple people going like sides and one staying back on their side. I guess I don't really see as many routes where if I was
let's say, very practiced on this map, game mode, like played it obviously more than one day, like could figure out like different ways to cut off people trying to sneak by bottom middle. And
It was really like next to impossible for me to push mid.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to get that shotgun and try and push mid, it just wasn't working out.
There's no point to go in the middle really, unless you have the upper advantage and you make your push. I could see people just going down the middle over and over. The kids who don't know how to pick up the game right away, and then just keep doing that. They're going to keep dying and dying because it's just so quickly to die. As opposed to the real game of Halo it's that shield game. So now they're jumping around game modes and they're like, how come I have shield in this one and in this one I have to play Halo completely differently, as opposed to the way I would play the normal game mode. Sure.
It's similar to SWAT, but you don't die in one hit, so it makes it a little bit more, I feel like way more competitive, more interesting.
I see the advantages of going for like the DMR and like getting those small advantages, but I guess in the long run, I don't see Breakout on Crossfire evolving into anything different than what we just saw played, like much different than that.
Yeah.
So.
Do you guys all feel that way, or?
That could just be me.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I could really honestly see that game mode being popular though. You know what I mean? Like I could see us getting on and streaming and just playing this for hours. You know what I mean? I could totally see that. And on these TVs, it's actually hard to shoot across map because they're glitchy. So it's fun, but it's just, you know.
So you want us to get new TVs now too?
Yes.
Let's talk about the mode, and then he just slides in there. These TVs suck.
And I like the beginning too, that whole part with the whole jumping.
Yeah,
and
that
all
intro
that.
was
Oh
sick.
my goodness.
I thought he was gonna come in and smash the ground at first. He doesn't come in and just Hulk smash.
They ground pound and
Yeah,
then
just
come out of
ground
it.
pound. Just come in, ground pound. Yeah, let's start this.
That's good.
So, I mean, we're trying to make it more of a competitive game, right? Like, that's kind of our main goal in these changes, is to try to make Breakout as competitive as possible.
Yeah, overgoing a lot of depth changes. Like we got a lot of pro feedback saying that they found the modes were getting a little bit repetitive. So we are going over the mode with a fine-tooth comb to sort of figure out exactly what we can do to make this more replayable for longer periods of time. So this is from like the original Breakout design document, and we were really focusing on these almost like chest-like openings. And we were missing some of this in our recent playtests. We were looking really carefully at how we were gonna add some of that back. This is a screenshot from our last playtest, and you can see the players landed really far forward. They've only got like one, maybe 2 or 3 cover objects they can actually go to. So we reworked it so the player's landing way further back here now. And you can see by landing back here, you've got like a much better view of the battlefield right off the start. We looked at how we could add more cover objects, so you can see all the different props we have access to. This one I really like is this pyramid. This cover object alone is going to change up this entire scenario. I mean, this wasn't even here a week ago. So this is one way we mock up our changes before we actually build stuff. So what you're seeing here is Pyramid Alley, which we just built.
The pyramids are working out really well. They give a really interesting like combat space. You know, people can run up them, they can jump on top of them. Like they really, like our new sandboxes are playing super well in Pyramid Alley.
Yeah. So this is our developer third-person camera. We can actually see what's going on. So right into cover. Spartan abilities were a massive thing that helped us design this mode, and we were always thinking about how we could show off Spartan abilities. Yeah. Another spot we're playing around with is this new tower over here. If you can imagine right from the break, you can like quickly sprint up here and do kind of a skill jump with a clamber to get up there really quickly and take a really early position. So this is a great spot to do your ground pound attack right there. Give you really cool areas to set that up. One really awesome thing they've done, this is a new shader on the floor. It's still in development, so you're not seeing the newest version, but it's a reactive floor. So, you know, if you see some footsteps running around a corner, you might know a little bit more about to chase a guy. This is another new spot. We added this roof or cover over top of this whole area. Tons of players just weren't going to the center of the map, so we added this whole safer area with more buffer so that you can kind of run through here, jump, do some clambers, and then try to get around these guys on this side. We've figured out some of the layout placement and stuff, and then after that we need to hand it to Tim, who's going to make sure it gets Art's blessing. They'll sort of tweak a lot of the stuff, make sure all the shaders are working properly for wherever we place the objects, and then hopefully we can see the arted up version of the game by the end of the week.
There we go. Break out. Break out.
I got one. Shoulder on the back left.
On left. And whoever wins this round wins the Pro Team versus Design Challenge. There's going to be a lot of cheering and jeering because Pro Team, despite their valiant efforts, lost to Design Team 3-2 in our breakout battle.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was good.
This week has been a little crazy. We have our first press demo event coming up, so we're going to finally get to show people outside of the studio our preview and beta build.
And when it comes to the weapons, try out the Hydra.
Essentially, the test team is working all the time, finding all sorts of issues across the game. Issues with the environment or play balance issues. Maybe they find a crash. And the triage team looks at all the issues tests have found each day and then prioritizes them. Guess what?
Oh, that's not good. So wait, if they walk around out there, will they hit a kill volume and die?
No, because